Caitlinclark's recent playoff game was interrupted in a shocking way, and not because of a regular foul or typical on-court clash. DiJonai Carrington's recent suspension stems from an incident you won't believe. It wasn't just a scuffle or a bit of trash talk. No, it was a blatant and dangerous poke to Clark's eye, catching everyone off guard. Clark, who's been an unstoppable force and a true star of the WNBA, suddenly had to worry about something as basic as her vision. Why? Because someone decided the best way to slow her down was not with skill or strategy, but with a physical attack. It wasn't just a case of accidental contact. Carrington swiped at the ball, then turned her hand downward, leading her fingers right into Clark's eye. But here's the thing about Caitlinclark. She's not someone you can hold back with cheap tactics. Despite the injury, she continued to play, showing that none of these desperate attempts could stop her from being a competitor. And now that she's been crowned Rookie of the Year, some are clearly feeling the pressure. They say competition brings out the best in people, but sometimes it just brings out envy and poor choices. To be fair, physical games happen. Everyone who's played basketball knows that intensity runs high, especially in the playoffs. But what happened here was different. It crossed the line from aggressive play to reckless, and it didn't go unnoticed. Clark herself brushed it off, continuing to play, but you could tell the injury affected her, and yet she pushed through. Carrington's actions felt more like something from a WWE stunt than a WNBA game. Imagine feeling so irrelevant on the court that your best contribution to your team is a foul that puts one of the league's best in jeopardy. It's not only embarrassing, but also damaging to the league's image. This isn't what WNBA fans signed up for. They come to watch athletes compete, not for cheap shots and dangerous fouls. And here's what makes Clark's response so powerful. Even after that incident, she didn't let it define her game. She pushed forward, and while her numbers might not have been as high as usual, she still contributed more meaningfully than Carrington has in recent games. Clark finished with 11 points and 8 assists, a performance that's solid under any circumstances, let alone with an eye injury. Meanwhile, Carrington, who should be focusing on improving her game, has now put herself under scrutiny for the wrong reasons. Fans won't forget this, nor will analysts or the league. This incident has gone viral for all the wrong reasons, and that's the legacy Carrington now has to deal with. It wasn't a calculated move to get an advantage, it was just desperate, and it's backfired. The WNBA now finds itself at a critical crossroads. Do they let Carrington walk away with a warning, or do they take real action to protect their players? This isn't just about one game, it's about setting a standard for the league moving forward. They've been asking for more respect, more viewership, more recognition, and with stars like Caitlinclark, they're getting it. But if they don't protect those stars, what message does that send? Let's not forget, Clark isn't just any rookie. She's someone who could be the face of the WNBA, a player who's drawing in viewers and generating excitement around the league. Allowing an incident like this to slide without consequence would be a mistake. It would tell players that dirty plays are okay as long as they're subtle, and that's not what the league stands for. Fans are watching, the media's talking, and the players are expecting a decision. Carrington's actions have put her in the spotlight, but not in a good way. The WNBA has a chance to show they care about fair play and the safety of their players, or risk becoming a league where anything goes. Clark has already proven that she's resilient, that she can take a hit and keep pushing. But it shouldn't have come to that. The league owes it to players like her, and to the fans who love this game, to take a stand. Let's hope they make the right call, because Clark deserves it, and so does the future of the WNBA. This version maintains engagement but is more balanced and structured. It emphasizes the importance of fair play while still holding Carrington accountable, without overly harsh or derogatory language.